Right guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nicky and we're going to take a look at a techno track that I've just created. We're going to go, just play it from the break, let you hear it for a minute, and then we're going to go through step by step all the channels and explain the process and the arrangement and stuff, and then we're going to play the track back at the end and you can hear the full thing. So if you've not done already, please consider subscribing and liking the video so you get more content like this, and please take a visit over to productionaxe.com where you can go and grab yourself some free sample packs. We've also got a new Asura sample pack out now, which is doing really well. We've got a Dark Motion presets serum pack out as well. That's fantastic. And I'm just in the middle of making a Afterlife sounds preset pack in serum. And we've got another tech house in the style of Michael Beebe, a few courses to come as well. So definitely go and check that out if you can. And let's just dive into Ableton and see the track now. Right, so guys, that's us in Ableton now. I'm just going to play it from here. Right, so let's go to the first kick drum. Let's head up to this part here and the kick group. So we've got two kicks here which are layered. The first kick is from PML, the Wesker pack. If you want a good techno pack, you should head over to Production Music Live and grab this. It's absolutely amazing. I've been using it in a lot of my tracks recently. So let's just play it solo. And then we've got this MIDI layered kick too. It's from the Wesker pack also. We'll just play it. So you can hear that's the punch of the kick and the top one's the body, and together they sound like this. Nice big beefy kick. There's not really much processing on the kicks at all. The kick group has got a drum bus, utility, glue compressor, and that'll be obviously gluing the basses together with it as well. Let's check this rumble. This is from my own sample pack, Asura, and we'll play it solo. The rumble has just got a utility on it and we're bringing the width down, so let's hear it without. Let's turn this. We've got a dark room reverb and a saturation tube on it. Moving down, we're going to go to the sub 1. Let's solo it and play it. And I think this is just a frozen track from the actual main lead itself, and we just turned it into a bass, and we've obviously put a auto filter on it to take out all the highs, and we've got a small room reverb here as well. Not much, just about 23% of dry wet. Let's move on to sub 2, and it's just literally sitting very back into the mix, just giving it a slightly wee bit of rhythm. sort of kind of rumble. Okay, and we can play all of them together now. Let's play the whole group. So let's go down to the drum groups now, and I've used a lot of Weska's top loops and probably put his hi-hats in the MIDI channels as well. So let's take a listen to the first hi-hat. It's a loop. Okay, it's got Redux on it to make it a bit darker. Let's take it off here. See, it's a lot lighter in the mix. I prefer using the Redux in techno tracks, make it kind of darker. We have drum bus, bringing a bit of drive into it. We've got EQ8 taking out the lows. Utility, we've brought the width down just to make it less stereo. So if I take the width up, you can hear it's a lot wider in the mix. Bring it down, brings it more mono. We've got another drum bus glue compression again, and we've got an audio effect rack which has a reverb on it, so we're keeping the dry signal at the top and just putting a long reverb at the bottom, so we're not taking away any of the actual signal of the hi-hat itself. Let's go down to hat layer 2, and no processing on this one, it's just a bit of a lighter hat. And hat layer 3, yet again, just layered to make it more thick and spacious. And of course we've got our big long reverb hat sitting at the bottom, and there's an audio effect rack with that, and a bit of delay, EQ8, and a utility. You can hear we've got a bit of rhythm at the very end of every 8 bars. Next thing what we can do is go down to our shakers, and the first shaker sounds like this. Giving the track groove. Second, this is another sample from my Asura Techno pack, and it sounds as if it's like a bird tweeting or something. We've just got a bit of erosion there, giving it some white noise. Let's check our claps. This clap is like a crispy kind of. No processing on it. Clap number 2. Same again, no processing. And 3, just obviously taking away the low end in this channel on the EQ8. And let's take a listen to all the claps together. And together with the okay, let's just tidy it up a bit. Move on to this ride. So this ride loop here is sounding like this. The loop itself is ducking every time the kick hits, and it's coming back in the offbeat. Usually we'd use a compressor, but it's actually ducking enough to give the kick presence. And we've got erosion, delay, drum bus, kickstart's not working for some reason, EQ8, and we've took the width down again and gave it a bit of saturation. So we'll take all these off and see what they sound like. And with the processing, yeah, it's a more darker ride. Let's move on to our basses. So we've got this mid bass first, and it is actually from an effect rack from Audio React. And if you go onto Audio React YouTube channel, you'll find in every single one of his videos, he's always got free effect racks, synth racks, drum racks, a lot, and they're all for free, so you can go and download them, and you can learn a lot from his channel. It's brilliant. So let's try the mid bass first. And what this rack can do, you can move the frequencies. You can play around with it and fit it to your taste. Next thing, I think this one is just frozen from the original mid bass, but there's obviously no reverb on this one. It's just the dry signal, so obviously fitting with the wet. It's just layered, and this last mid bass is made in Diva, and we've got a bit of saturation tube on it as well, soft tube. And this is a patch from Melodic Techno Academy, and we're using the Raccoon preset, and obviously you can change it to how you want it to sound. So together they sound like this. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to our ARPs. This isn't really such an ARP, it's like more of a kind of pluck, and it's made again in one of Audio React's synth racks, and it sounds like this. So with the basses, and that synth rack is made in Operator. It's got saturation, EQ8 and delay. You can hear, I think it's ping pong delayed, yeah it is. And a reverb, another reverb, and obviously we're just using EQ8 and it's coming in and out in the automations. Auto pans, swinging it left to right, and Endless Smile. I'll show you what Endless Smile does in a minute. So let's move on to our pads. Our pads are just simple here. I think they're made in Serum. And I think this is just a patch from a Serum Techno patch. Yeah, it is. Sam Sires. It's not really much, it's just sitting, giving the track. It's just sitting at the back end of the track there. And we've froze this guitar sort of pad, and it's just coming in every so often in the track. Just giving that little change in the track, usually coming up to something that's, when it's changing, giving it some transition. Then we have this. So we've just got a higher pad and a lower pad gelling in together there. EQ8 taking out the lows. We've got Endless Smile coming on that again, and audio effect rack with a reverb and a channel EQ taking out the highs at the end. Just before we move on, I'm going to grab Endless Smile, copy, and I'm going to put it on a drum grip just to show you what it does. So let's go to our section on the drums. Let's go to this top lip, and we'll paste it. So play it solo. Now I'll take Endless Smile here. You can put the intensity up. There's some presets to change. The one I like here is the, I think it's Smack Me in the Face. Let's play it again. Turns kind of like a riser. So obviously what you can do, you can actually put this on a full group with all your drums, so when we're coming up to like a break part, for example, all your drums are moving up and going with the riser, and then Endless Smile, and it creates like some atmosphere. So definitely go and check that out. It's from Dada Life. Let's go to this synth patch made in Diva, and we've got some chorus ensemble. Endless Smile again. Cool. This crunchy hat should really be in the hat group, because it's quite present in the mix as well. Giving the track a lot of rhythm. And this glitch, you won't really notice this in the actual mix, but it just gives a wee bit of ear candy. And we've got a redux on that, drum bus, and a delay, and EQ8. So the vocal channels, we've got a few vocals here split up, but we've not actually got any processing on any single channel. So what we do have on the actual group is EQ8. I've got a compressor, and we have an audio effect rack with multiple reverbs. We've got another EQ8 boosting the highs, an overdrive, and yeah, that's what it's on right now. And I'm going to play it from a bit that's quite busy in the track. We'll play all the vocals together. Wait in the dark, don't stop. Cool. Right, let's move on to the textures. These textures just sit nice in the track, and they're not usually noticeable, but it makes a big difference. So let's have a listen to this. And it's just basically a loop taken from one of our bass patches in Asura. We're using an OTT and EQ8 phaser. And also we've got this other texture here, which sounds like this. You can actually, let's see if you can hear it in the track. Off. On. Yeah, so it makes that a slight bit of a difference. We also have this, let's see, this drop solo. Sort of like a big horn. It's just good for transitions, big impact horn. There's not any processing on that, and that's from a Asura sample pack as well. We have a clap impact, just obviously coming in every time something new is happening. We're using this clap to give it some tension. And what else do we have here? Let's play this. I heard that was auto pan straight away. Yeah, so what this is an impact that we've just shortened to the very end, flung some reverb on it, and it's just sitting nicely in the track. Let's play this. This here is a pad loop from the Asura sample pack as well, and we've just grabbed a tiny snippet of it, and well, I've just started recorded it, and then some of them they're reversed, and it's just going back and forth in and out the track the whole time. We're using a utility on that, endless smile again for when it's coming up to breaks, auto pan, shifting it left to right, and we have a reverb. And just their effects at the bottom there are just sweeps, the usual sweeps, risers, downers. Okay, right, that's going to do is I'm just going to play the track from the very start and let you have a listen. Guys, before I actually leave here, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. It really helps the channel a lot. Thanks again for watching, and here's the track now. And let's take a listen to the track now.